Hey everyone, it's Allison. Um, Sorry I haven't been on um, to do a video for quite a while. I'm still on bed rest, so um, taking care of my health, and so I haven't been able to do any diamond paintings, um, any of my diamond painting at all. So I do have some little ones in here I could work on. I just haven't yet. Um, but I was just going to fill you in on what I've been reading in January, since today's the last day of January. I hope everybody's been doing good and surviving the cold. It's kind of nice to be on bed rest. You don't have to get out in the cold, which is no wasn't my plan, but it worked. So um, I'm already on book number 6 for the year. My goal is 40 books, 35 to 40 books. I'm already on book 6, so we'll see how it goes. Um, so I'll just go through the books that I've read so far. And then my next two that are coming up, I will let you know what they are. All right, so actually the day before I found out I had this pressure sore, that I went to book club for the first time. I joined a book club and I haven't been back since, of course. And it was the next day that we found the sore after I went to the meeting. And anyway, so, but I'm still reading what they're reading, so, or trying to, and then adding in my own stuff. So, yeah. So the first book is the book club book for January, and it was The Listeners by Maggie Stiefvater. I don't know how to say her last name exactly, but it came out last year. It's a magical realism slash historical fiction. It takes place during World War II in West Virginia, and there's a hotel there. The book kind of reminded me of The Shining a little bit. I read that last year, but it wasn't scary or anything. But the magical realism part was basically another character in the book is a spring river that goes underneath the hotel, and anytime, it's hard to explain, but anytime somebody that's there drinks this water, like, or comes in contact with this water, the water will start listening to you and will latch onto you. So the water knows what you're thinking and what you're feeling, and when you're like that, when you get mad or angry or agitated or anything like that, the water starts acting up. That's about all I can tell you. Took me a while to figure that out. I had to use Google and ask Google what the point of the water was. If you read it and you're confused, that's what I would do. It helped. But it was a good book. And it actually got me into wanting to read more fantasy stuff. So it was like a magical realism fantasy slash historical fiction. So it was good. My next book, I wanted to finish off my Blake Pierce bundle, book bundle that I've been reading for a couple years. So I did. So I read Next Door, and I love Blake Pierce, and this one didn't disappoint. This was a good book. A lot different than his other books that kind of have the same plot line. This one was different, so I enjoyed that. He does mysteries and thrillers, so like not like Freida McFadden thrillers, but he does the kind of some sort of that kind of genre. Then the third book, this book took me 2 days to read, was my classic for the year without knowing what we were reading for my book club. This was my classic I'd picked for the year to read. It was Animal Farm, and it's really short. I did have to look on YouTube for not really the backstory of it, but like who the animals represented, because it in the story. So it's a satire, so who the animals represented in the story, and that was. I'm still kind of a little confused on it, but I think I basically got it. I finished that last week, so yeah. And then the books, there's 2 books in one here that I just finished the other day. They're both by Jodi Picoult. The main book was called Wish You Were Here. It's about COVID. And what I wrote down here on my sheet, as like a warning, kind of. I can't think of the word I'm looking for. If you knew somebody, if you're a family member or a friend, that knew somebody that was on a ventilator from COVID, that either survived or didn't survive, don't read it. Read the first half of the book. The COVID stuff comes in at the second half of the book. Okay, so read the first half and then stop. I wouldn't read the rest of it. Sorry, I had chili and I have chili beans in my mouth. So that would be my recommendation if you were really close to somebody that was on a ventilator and had COVID. Don't read it. But if you want to, that's your warning. That's what happened. So, maybe I gave it too much away, but I just want to give you guys a warning for it. And then in the back of the book, it had discussion questions and about the author and author's notes and this and everything. And then stuck in there, they had a book called Broken Things, which was the prequel to Wish You Were Here. And it talked about this, the main character in Wish You Were Here, it talked about her as a kid and how she grew up, and with her parents and what happened with her parents and everything like that. So it was a prequel. I should have read it before, but I didn't know it was there. But it made sense. So, and it's only 20 pages. That prequel is only 20 pages. So it's an actual book, so I'm counting it. And then the one I'm reading right now is an art copy. It's called More, More, More. It's by Clint Arthur. It's an art copy that came out last year that I forgot about. and he keeps wanting me to give a review, and I keep forgetting about it. So I might as well read it and get it over with. Um, it's interesting. It's about a teenage boy in New York City who his parents are squatters at an apartment, and they don't really have a house, but they have this apartment that they're just living in, no rent or anything like that. And it's about this boy's life, about how he overcomes that and how he makes himself his own, in a way. I'm still about halfway through it, so I don't know exactly how it's going to end, but so far it's pretty good. There's a few things in there that are questioning to put in, but it shows kind of like a boy in trouble. So and before he gets guidance, so it makes sense now to me. That part of it anyway. So hopefully I'm gonna read more tonight, and then hopefully tomorrow I'll get it done. I wanted to get it done today since it's the last day of the month, but I don't think I will. I'm gonna read as much as I can tonight. So that's the one I'm reading right now. And then our next book club book that we're gonna read starting tomorrow is Wuthering Heights by Bronte. Can't remember which one, but the classic, and we're reading that because of the movie coming out pretty soon. So I'm a little nervous about it, but hopefully it's good and I can follow it. The classic long books like that I have trouble following sometimes, so hopefully I can follow this one. And then in March, we already picked a book for March. It's another Jodi Picoult book, so I'm on a Jodi Picoult train this year. It's By Any Other Name, and so I'm trying to remember what it's about, but I can't remember. But it's huge. It's just right up here on my nightstand, and it's huge. So it might be a 2-monther for me. We'll see. And who knows when I get off bed rest. So the store has to heal. So just taking a while. So hopefully I get other books done. In my pile, I'll show you my pile of books right there. And that top one is By Any Other Name, so it's big. Let me get this set down. There we go. And in this pile of books, I've got a whole bunch. I've got another Jodi Picoult. I can't remember the name of that one. I've got 2 Bill O'Reilly books, Killing Hitler, and one about Abraham Lincoln. And then I've got Children of the Catastrophe, which I got at book club for a Christmas exchange. That's about World War II. So I'm just about anything right now. And then I go everywhere. And then I've got my Kindle and my Nook. So, and those have thousands of books on them. So I'm set for at least reading something. The trick is gonna be what to read. What do I pick to read? So yeah, I'm basically all I'm doing right now is reading, watching a little TV, and sleeping. So, and I can get up a little bit if there's an activity or something going on doesn't take too long. Um, I can get up and go to that, and showers. That's about it. So, um, just pray for me to get this sore healed up and me not to go crazy. I've got enough books that I think I won't go crazy, but never know. And I don't know what day of the week it is anymore. I know it's Saturday today, but yesterday felt like Saturday. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll get back to diamond painting when I can. And I do have, it's just right over on the other side of the room, but I have a 4-pack of Amazon diamond paintings that I got with a gift card that I have wanted, or I've looked at and wanted. I don't need any more diamond paintings, but I got these. I'm like, okay, now I'm done. So they're Grinch ones. It's a 4-pack of Grinch diamond paintings. So I know it's past Christmas, but those are the ones I have to work on in here right now. So I might be, if I get tired of reading, I might work on one of those. So anyway, I hope everybody has a good day, and I'm hanging in there. So not hurting or anything, just really bored. I feel fine. So anyway, I'll try to update you guys on my book progress or whatever. When I get a chance, when I get time, when I get past these books. So I'll try to keep updating you. But for now, that's all I've got, and hope you guys have a good day or evening, whatever, whenever you watch this. So it's about 7:30 here right now. So anyway, I'm gonna sign off, and I will talk to you guys soon. All right, bye.